How does it feel one day after that dramatic OT finish?
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah. Anytime you can get points at this time is obviously crucial, and the way we did it, coming back like that just shows a lot about the group, and we're really excited.
Not just last night, but 4 straight games.
Yeah, I know. It's obviously we don't want to put ourselves in that position to come back, but sometimes you have to do that, and it kind of rallied around the boys a bit, so it's been good.
Do you ever get used to the feeling?
It feels good for sure, especially coming back in the third. And like I said, you don't want to put yourself in that position, and having trailing after a couple periods. But there's a lot of belief in that room, and it just shows a lot about the group and the character.
Nazem Kadri's got like 9 goals since the Four Nations. Like I think there's 4 or 5 players in the league with more. Just does it feel like he's just elevating his game the way this team needs at the right moment?
Yeah, for sure. I think he's such an underrated player in the league. He's kind of has that competing skill and all at once, and there's not a lot of guys that have that. And I think he just elevates his game, and obviously in the big games, and these games for us are really big. So I think he's proving that.
How does his big game mentality or competitive fire rub off on other guys?
I think it does, yeah. Especially when he's your best player, one of your best players, and you watch him do it game in and game out, and it kind of fires you up when you see him doing everything. And obviously he's producing offensively, but he's also playing great defense and doing everything the team needs. So it's definitely rubs off on the boys for sure.
The willingness to
talking to Mackenzie Weegar in New York last week, he went out of his way like 2 or 3 times to talk about you, and was just glowing. Do you feel like you're a late bloomer and like you're playing the best hockey of your life right now?
I think so, but I think it also helps playing with Weegs a lot. And like I said about Naz, I think Weegs is one of the most underrated players in the league, and he moves the puck so well in transition, and he's kind of like a dog in the D zone. Like, he does everything, and obviously we know he can do offensively, but he's such a good defender, and when he has the pucks, he moves it right away, and it's usually on the tape. And it's been really fun playing with him, and I don't know about a late bloomer, but just trying to enjoy this season so far.
As a D-corps, can you feel the energy you provide as a group when you block shots?
Yeah, I think so. I think the boys get fired up whenever you can get in front of the shot like that, and there was a bunch last game, and in the road trip. So yeah, anytime you can do that and help the goalie out, and I think the boys rally around that when the guys put their bodies on the line.
You got a point out of the Stars last time. How do you have to play them?
They're a great team. They're one of the best teams in the league, and I think everybody knows that, and they have a lot of skill, so just limiting their time and space, I think, is the big thing. Staying out of the box. They got a great power play. They have a really good team, so we're going to have to be at our best.
Do you ever reflect on the role you had in that organization, and coming here now you're a top 4 staple on a team that's clawing its way into the playoffs? Do you ever just sit back and think, like, holy smokes?
I haven't yet. But no, I had obviously my time in Dallas. Like, it kind of put me on the map a bit. They gave me a chance, and they have a great organization, and I loved my time there. But being able to come here and getting an opportunity to play a lot, and the coaches believed in me, and so yeah, it's I obviously love it here. So it's been great.
It must be completely different if you compare your life now to a year ago. You'd just been claimed on waivers, and now you're in this huge role on a team fighting for its playoff lives.
Yeah.
Is it a pretty big change?
Yeah, for sure. I remember last year I was just so nervous because I've never been in a position, like, it was almost like you were traded almost. Like, obviously waivers is different, but I just remember being super nervous, and but I think I've grown a lot since then, and love it here and just trying to make the best of it.
Last year we were talking to Blake Coleman, and he said part of the reason he signed here was because he saw what the city was like in the playoffs in the spring. Is that not, you guys don't meet added motivation, so that's a stupid way of asking the question, but do you think about that, like how unreal it would be to be in a city that goes as playoff mad as Calgary?
Well, I remember when I was playing on Dallas, I remember playing in that series when it went to 7 games, and I just remember the atmosphere in this building. It was like probably nothing I've ever been a part of, and I was on the road team, so it was a little different, but I think to have that experience with the city would be amazing, and the city deserves it, organization deserves it, and it would be pretty special to make it.